Welcome, friends. It's Tarotmylove. This is the Morning Quickies, very special at the beach edition. Going to use the Ethereal Visions Enchanted Tarot, so I put that there so I don't forget to show you. I'm trying to clarify now with the Klimt deck, so it's been working out. It's a little art deck. It's kind of easy for me. I actually got them in there. I got one in there one day for a minute. That's like, God, specifically, how they're so not even close. The reason why I like the ethereal tarot, it's so big, man, it's kind of bright. I was hoping it'd be easier to see. Is really what I got it for. But we got some Mexican crows who are kicking up noise. It's not about us, okay? Let's not be a Libra and let that upset us when it doesn't even have anything to do with us. It's their argument, which makes it their circus and their monkeys. So that could be the theme for today. It's Thursday, and Thursdays are always Libra Scorpio day here at Tarotmylove. I did do a kind of regimented reading for Sag. I'm finally in my 10th house. Saturn, Saturn doesn't beat me down when I'm paying attention, and I do 2 signs every day. Start with Aries and Taurus, Gemini and Cancer, and so on, and end up with Pisces and Aquarius on Saturday. Take Sunday off because hey, it's God's day, right? Right. So that's the theme. hmm And so, um, Aries, here we go. Special on the beach edition. Where you're at, I love it. Now, this is the Aries card. This should be just the Aries card right here, like the Emperor. Somebody had this yesterday. I don't know if I'm not allowed to say hard on YouTube. I'm a Virgo rising, some kind of like pretty shy, modest. But that's a hard on. So you got a hard on for someone, Aries, man or woman. It's a metaphor, okay? Um, but would indicate, being that this is your energy and around love and relationships, that you know you're really turned on by somebody here. It's going to be somebody specific. We'll see. But you gotta love that, way to start the readings, Aries. Thank you very much. And this is for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, by the way. I should add. So now we're going to look at what's challenging you, what's blocking you. You don't want the king of coins blocking you, man. Man, this could go so many ways. We're going to see what the advice is, but uh, this could be your person, could be Earth sign, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus person, or something. Somebody a little older, mature, this kind of thing. Um, and in a blocking position can mean they're simply not accepting your offer. Let's call it a passionate offer of flowers, to show your passionate affection for someone in a passionate way. And this is to me a real block. This is like just literally like giving you, think of it as reversed. Somebody really giving you the cold shoulder, like the castle walls close and you're dying and begging for help, and they're just like, sorry. They're very close to you. I was just thinking it's not even cold, because if they were cold, it implying, maybe they need to be cold, because if not, like they're really deep down inside, they're really hurting. But it's like this person just doesn't give a fuck. That's what I get out of that. It's not good. Your advice. Okay. I was pretty clear reading. It's coming in today. I like it when it does this for me. It's like, thank you for being literal, spirit. I kind of only had a few sips of coffee so far today. So you got to defend yourself. And here now, this is righteous defense. Righteous, defense of the castle. He's on the parapet there. Doesn't really show the castle. That's what he's doing. So you're defending yourself. The castle is kind of like the kingdom in astrology. I think it's like our whole self. That's why the sun is so important. It represents our kind of kingdom, our bailiwick. Um, and let's see where this goes. But the fact that you're being, it's saying to protect yourself, defend yourself, um, implies that it hurts you in some way. So maybe it's a pattern, and you keep doing this. But I hope they're not hurting. I don't think it's like that. Well, they're hurting you, but sort of like maybe you're hurting yourself because you just are so passionate for them. You gotta let go. Usually Aries get over things, pretty quick. No offense. I mean, I love it. It's like I was in a relationship with Aries. That was a great thing. Holy shit, mad as hell. Thought she's gonna just try to kill me, and 5 minutes later, it's forgotten and gone. I've been in relation. That's not a bad thing for your partner to be like, holy shit, good. Well, it's good too because you typically get the energy out, and there's not a lot of holding it in. But here, I think like you're in here holding it in. And it's kind of like saying, get it out. Like don't keep banging your head against the wall here. In 7 of Cups, and I think this is the outcome. I think you're going to keep doing it, and I think it's like, boy, this Neptune is come now on the 10th. You got this solar eclipse going to be squaring Neptune. 7 of Cups, it's all kind of Neptune stuff. Things are not clear. It may be too. It brings it into clarity for you in the future, but maybe because you're listening to this and maybe you're thinking like this is a bunch of bullshit. I don't know what he's talking about, but then it kind of gets in your head and you're like, wait a minute, am I really banging? I mean, this person could be seeing you and whatever, or you can be in a relationship with them, but if you think about it, maybe they really are just kind of giving you the cold shoulder, not being emotionally available to you, and not even being really sexually available, because you're going to want that. Um, you know, so let me know, Aries. I was off to, you're off to a good, I would take this hard on, and it's a metaphor, go down the street with it. Take that hard on down the street somewhere else. That gets you clear. And your friend's probably telling you the same damn thing. I bet you anything. So thank you guys. And Taurus, I should say, Tarotmylove. I'm David, and we're doing your morning quickies here on the beach edition, 43rd of June now. And also should say Thursdays are Libra and Scorpio day here. We do the personal or uh, the larger readings for I do the heart spread and the 4 pillars. So this is you coming in on your morning quickie though. Your first half of June is already up, by the way, Taurus. If you want to look at those heart spreads and your, particularly if any of this resonates. So Queen of Pentacles, really good energy to come in with. Totally solid. Um, um, it could be someone. You kind of look how she's looking here with this deck, and she's a little even pensive, but definitely like contemplative, and so calm and self-contained. It has a feeling to it toward look, real Taurus energy. You could say this is you showing up in your own reading, Queen of Pentacles. But someone that's mature, that's really knows their own value, that's really comfortable in your own skin. Nice energy. See where this goes. What's crossing this very beautiful Venetian energy here, which is very Taurus, right? Um, is fighting. And so we'll be literal and start with that. So fighting is pretty severe fighting, I think, with the 5 of Swords. Again, in this deck, though, it's so more contemplative. You know, uh, it definitely emphasizes the fact that the fighting could be in your own head. Maybe you're fighting with yourself about something. This is what's blocking you here, okay? It's what's crossing you. Both of them kind of pensive, they're thinking. It's like, what are you thinking about? It's like, you're really thinking about something, but it's like you're having an argument with yourself. Maybe trying to convince yourself of something. That's the problem. No. Page of Cups. Now this is your advice, and they're looking at you here. This page. They're looking at you sitting here, uh, trying to figure something out, contemplating something like in deep thought. It almost has a. I want if I clarified it, I'm just going to pretend I clarified it with the 4 cups, because with the 5 of Swords and this Queen of Pentacles, it kind of looks like the Queen has a 4 cups energy, like she's not really interested in something. But a Page of Cups is coming in here. Now, this is advice from Spirit, so this is something positive, and someone's coming in with a love message. I mean, maybe you've been waiting, and you know, what's blocking you is you've been going around in your head. Are you going to accept this love message or something? But the fact that this is in the position of what the spirit is trying to tell you here, your advice, I'd look at this positively. So if there's a water sign, in your life, this Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces person, might be, you're definitely going to be younger. I'm not going to say might, because look, you're coming in as the queen, and this is a page. So it's got to be, if they're not younger, and this is, when we're looking at this also, like for regular, look at this sun, moon, rising, and Venus of their chart, right? So maybe they're not like a water sun. Maybe they have prominent water, in their chart. So, um, I'd look at it positively, and it could be just something new, something that's just coming in, and it could be something small. But a page of cups can be, I love you. Can really be, I really love you. And the page of wands. And the page of wands is now in a contemplative mode. Look, kind of looking up. It's like not really starting, but thinking about starting. And I just think this is a very simple reading. This person kind of gets you thinking about starting, Yeah, you're a queen, but you're really nothing if you're just sitting there in your head going around in circles about something. But I think this person gets you going, It could just be someone, let's go out. Could be a friend, but see a love interest, and maybe this is just something new and it hasn't turned into a love interest. But what happens, go for it. If somebody asks you out, fuck it, if they're a water sign, go out with them, and see if that doesn't kind of get you going, kind of get your engines going, and get you out of this whatever it is, that you feel you have to contemplate about. Might be this person, maybe they've been gone for a while, maybe they're back, or whoever it is that hits you up. Go have a good time, Taurus. Thank you, guys. It's Now we're going to do Gemini. This is the 3rd of June. This is Thursday, so it's always Libra Scorpio day. It's where I do the heart spread, and every day 2 heart spreads and 2 um, 4 pillar reads for singles. So right now we're doing your morning quickies here for the 3rd. This is you showing up where you are in and around relationships. We just had Taurus had the Queen of Pentacles. Now you're coming in as the Queen of Cups here. Love this Queen of Cups. Is she so beautiful? And so that must be you. You're kind of feeling beautiful. Maybe people are seeing you as beautiful. You have some kind of favorable Venus transit going on. And you're a woman, or Mars transit, you're a man. Actually, a Venus transit for a man is still going to make you look beautiful and attractive to people. And being confident and being emotionally kind of uh, not upset, balanced, I'll say in control, whole. So you'd be open, capable of being vulnerable, emotionally intelligent. Someone's mature, whether in age or mind. You're expressing maturity. You might as well look at this as reverse, because this is what's crossing you. Is this King of Wands? Wow, a king to king. That's got to be your person, and got Leo written all over it, being that's got the lion thing there. But this could be a fire sign, a Leo or Aries, Sagittarius person. Again, someone's a substantial, someone you'd have to say of them they're every bit your equal in social status and possibly age, you're of equal age. But the King of Wands reverse, let's look at that. I mean, this is abusive behavior. This is really, really hard. Can be, could be dealing with this. So someone's, um, I don't know what this is about. I get any idea by clarifying it here. Um, so you have the Two of Wands here. Hmm. Somebody has a choice going on. I clarify with the Klimt art deck, so I get to clarify with a full deck always. So, um, yeah, it's even more emphasizing. They could be like, they have an interest in someone else, and this is causing the problem here. And now, also in addition, that's not just having an interest in someone else. Maybe you have a problem with it, and you express that, and now they're being, almost violent in their reaction against you. Just really, because it's wands or action, someone could be very much acting out. And here we have the Five of Wands, and this is your advice. Now, Spirit will advise you to fight when you need to defend yourself. I think we're allowed to do that. You can be Gandhi and go down. That's a choice. It's a really interesting book on karma. I can't think of the name. that goes into all that. What if you don't fight? Well, then your family dies, and then you have karma for that. But if you kill them and defend yourself, well, you have karma for that. So it's like, basically, we just have to do the right thing. And what they're advising you here is to fight for yourself here. Um, it's like what I see here, honestly. I'm not saying this because uh, it's a Gemini reading, but I see here a really beautiful person. I don't feel like you did anything to deserve this. It's like whatever's going on with your person, this is important. It You had nothing to do with it at all. It's all them, all their shit. You're only part of it. In is unfortunately you're in it. So it's all them. It's all about. It's not your fault. There's nothing you could have done different. And so now you're going to fight. And that could take a lot of meaning. Let's see, fight for the relationship. You could fight with a good lawyer. Yeah, because this is a mature relationship, existing relationship here. Somebody's probably been married a while or in a relationship for a while. And this Page of Swords. This Page of Swords, they look like they're leading you out. I don't know if this is a love end. It's going to be an air sign, Gemini or Libra Aquarius person. Someone definitely younger than you. This may be one of your children. I get the feeling. I get chills. Okay. So, and you see the way they're looking kind of back? It's almost like you're behind them. They're like, come on, come on, come on, this way, this way. And so if this air sign person comes and says, they want to help you, I think they're coming with help. They're going to come with a message for sure. It's going to lead you in the right direction. So this could be someone talking to you. And maybe if could be just an example, could be one of your children, and you finally open up and tell them what's going on, and they're like, "Oh my God, Mom! Oh my God, Dad! You don't deserve that. You need to, get out of that. I don't care that it's dad or mom. You need to take care of you. You need mom, dad. You need to defend you. Okay? There you go. Gemini, thank you guys. Appreciate a like. Even though I know it wasn't happy snappy. I really do appreciate everyone subscribing. Thank you guys so much. Gonna get to 1,000. We're gonna do this live. All right. Now, Cancer, here we are, name of light and love, so it serves the greatest good on June 3rd, this Thursday here on the Beach Edition, and we're looking for advice for love and relationship for Cancer friends. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, here you are, Cancer, the Empress, man. You're sitting pretty, people are bringing you drinks and asking you, do you need anything? And um, people may just look at you and be afraid to talk to you because you're so amazing, and you'd be feeling really good about yourself. Look at the just look at the just sometimes I think with this deck, it's something about this deck. I like to do a reading. Just hold the card up and go, that's you. Just say that. That's you. There you are. Okay. You get it. Look at that card. Oh, look. Oh my God. The Empress. Really, seriously, do I even need to talk? You're the Empress. That's your energy of love. Here's what's blocking you. See? That's it. That's blocking you. Think of it as being reversed. Ooh, Emperor in reverse. Wait. Bad, bad, bad. Oh, guys, what the fuck? The Empress and the Emperor. This is very similar to the last one. You had two kings. So, I mean, you guys, this is a mature, existing relationship, most likely, uh, long term or marriage here. And the fact that the Emperor is reversing you, holy fuck, I'm just gotta clarify. If we get some idea what's going on with him, too. This is a Two of Swords, and in the Klimt art deck. Let's see if you can see that. And it's kind of small. I got to clarify, so you can always clarify with a full deck. So I'm trying to get an understanding of how, in what way is your. I gotta think this is your person. I mean, very well could be an Aries. I mean, uh, someone with Aries prominent in the chart, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, right? And boy, I'm telling you, what a block. And Two of Swords. He looks kind of I don't know what's going on with this Two of Swords here. Um, but they're very creative in the art. That's what's so interesting about it, who put this deck together and how they use this art and place it. But it certainly implies to me there's someone else involved. And I get the feeling, and there's words like probably communication, with someone else. Definitely triangulating, when you bring in a third party in that narcissist way of, and you're not dealing with the other person, and maybe that's how you picked up on something originally, was like that. But with the Emperor in reverse, it's like, come to me, it's like someone saying, like, I mean, it could be, this is just what I get, like a metaphor. It's like, I really want a divorce. I'm tired of you being a dick and what you do with men or women. And, and they're just like, no, I'm not giving you a divorce. I don't want to give up a half of whatever or whatever. I'm Catholic and my parents will be upset, or, you know, these people are older. I mean, your parents are even still alive, but yeah, that kind of concern, or social concern, like, yeah, I don't want to be, it's very important to me. I'm the CEO. I can't be seen as someone that is not a good family man, something like that. But this is a hard block. It's kind of scary. As a Sagittarius, it's like, holy shit, you're looking around going, oh, man, it's going to be hard to get out of. And then this becomes like, we're going to see as this goes forward, you could become a bird in a gilded cage here, Cancer. Yeah. It's like you get the nice things and stuff, but yeah, you can't leave the cage. Fuck that. Ace of Swords, this is your advice. Now, Two of Swords is their bullshit, okay? Ace of Swords. So you're gonna cut that shit right off. You must have a play that you can make, because this is very strong here. This is an ultimatum. This is a demand. You know, this is because this is advice from spirit. I'm telling you guys, this is like spirit. Angels fight, right? Archangel Michael, I mean, it comes in and fights. So there's something going on here. You can call it evil if someone entraps someone, enslaves someone in any way. you know that's evil. You're not supposed to impair with someone's free will. That's the law of the universe. Like, you want to bring down karma, you want to go to hell, and you don't want to wait in line, then impair with someone's free will, and that's what gets you there. So this is you, I think, just making a real strong statement of self-defense here with this person. Very similar to the other reading. Let's see what the outcome is. The Ace of Cups. That's beautiful. Whatever it does, it works. It absolutely works. This is your advice from spirit, and then this is your ace to ace, emperor to emperor. Guys, the phone's there. I can't take a picture. I need another phone so I can start taking real time pictures, because um, I mean, that's a hell of a reading here. This could be reversed. You might need to free yourself so that you can be with your Ace of Cups. And this would be certain love. This would be like in the bag, like, oh my God, this is the one, in falling in someone's arms. And that's your outcome, you know. So you have every reason to sever. I believe this could just simply be taking that sword with your arm and just severing this tie with the emperor. The emperor is strong, but fuck, the emperor is strong too. you know, there's stories about that. Thank you guys, Cancer. Wow. Leo, thanks for joining me. I'm David. This is Tarotmylove. We're doing the morning quickies on the beach. I gotta remember to say that every time, so some people may be just tuning into your timestamp and what I would do. Oh, watch! I don't like to cross watch. Over the years, even when I really wanted to, sometimes I very rarely do it. Sometimes I can do it if it's really in the spirit of trying to understand. I'll do it. But there's just something about it. But I have nothing against crosswalk. I don't put my stuff on other people. There's as many paths to the mountaintop as there are climbers. So let's go, Leo, and let's climb the mountain. This is you in the round relationships. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising of Venus energy. And you've just done all that you can do. And what's blocking you is Seven of Pentacles. So since this is in the blocking position, you don't really know how to get out of this burden. You have a burden. You can't really do anymore. But you have a dilemma, because it's like you're on a treadwheel or something. You can't get off, because in reverse, it's like this should be counting your coins, should be calculate. I love this card too. It really nails this energy of this card, the picture, and you're really thinking about, in a hard, solid, grounded way, coins, not just money, but really looking at things, not just in your head, not being too emotional, in a practical, realistic way, like assessing a relationship. Here is what it was going to be. And it's usually about reciprocity and stuff. And this clearly is saying that you're feeling like you're doing too much. I've done this. You can have a relationship where you do 90% and you can make it work for a bit, but god damn, you get tired. But I feel like you're stuck here in this here. Five of Cups. You're stuck here because Leo, you're avoiding grief. That's what it is. I mean, again, Reed's coming in like really kind of clear today. They're not really all that subtle. Yeah, you're avoiding the grief. I get it. I get it. Believe me, I get it. Um, my advice to that too is whatever you do, don't beat you up for this. If you're listening, going, oh, fuck, this is so me. It's okay. There's no wrong turns, only right turns taken wrongly. So the point is really this: what did you get? What did you learn? The crossing is the point, right? That's what went wrong and what's going to help you the most here. But you got to decide when you can face this grief, you know. But I think you're ready to. You're watching this reading, and I don't think you can do anymore. Like even if you want to, it's like you might not be able to. It's just like the last somebody you do one more thing, you know, and the whole thing comes in and you collapse. You can't take it anymore, and you start looking for something else. Yeah, I think you free yourself from this and you go on and look for something else. Now this is two of wands. And you're going to take a little time. Look, that person's not doing anything right now, but they're looking. So this is you grieving. And once you start really accepting that's over, maybe it's accepting that's over, just moving on. You're going to be able to start thinking about moving on. So it's kind of too the whole energy, what's going on the 26th with the lunar eclipse, and now we have the solar eclipse coming in not long now, next week, and breaking things loose and moving on. And you're right in sync there, Leo. So that's good. In sync with the plants, can't go wrong there. Excuse me. Thank you, Virgos. Let me have a sip of coffee, Virgos. Tarotmylove. I'm David. In case I'm trying to do that with everyone now, since some people just timestamp watch theirs. It's Thursdays. That's Libra Scorpio day for the heart spread and the pillars, 4 pillars singles read. So if you want to look at something deeper, look at one of those. Um, you already have up all the signs before that. And I'm just doing 2 signs every day. So Thursdays are always going to be your Libra Scorpio day. Right now, we're doing the morning quickies for you, Virgo, for the 3rd of June here. This is you showing up as the Queen of Wands. Every queen, so well, 3 of the 4 queens have shown up so far in this position in the readings here. We're only on the 6th reading. Interesting. So, a beautiful card to come in with. A lot of Leos have a fire energy. Have a lot of Virgos have Leo fire energy in them. This could speak to that part of you if you know your chart a little bit. But this is just about you feeling confident and probably sexy and desirable, and because people are maybe giving you attention, and it's feeling really good about oneself here. It's great reading to get in that position. It's like anything can happen from there. Now this is what's crossing you is healing. So in a crossing position, 4 of Swords, it looked like maybe what the problem is, you still need to heal, but it looks like you're feeling pretty good here. You know, let's see what the advice is. Yeah, it's like you need to heal from this wound from the past. So if this is your reading, okay, if the readings are coming in, I don't know if it's just me. They're coming in. They're not subtle. They're just bam, very literal. So you're coming in feeling really good. But blocking you is that there still needs to be healing done here, because you really look at it now. Look at it as reverse. This is what a blocking kind of means. So what's the 4 swords in reverse? Like you're not healing. You're refusing to heal. Something like that, right? Unable to heal. Um, and your advice is the universe is not going to advise you to have a broken heart. It's what it's saying is the recognize that you have a broken heart. I think you're trying to be too strong here. Clarify that with the 4 of Cups. Yeah, you're trying to come on. I don't know. It's a Klimt art deck. Hope you can see that to check. when I watch the video and see how these are working. But I got to clarify with a full deck, and they're kind of cool. But I don't really want to work with them. But I want them to clarify. But wow, this is exactly what I'm saying. Look, you got the four swords is crossing you, and now I'm asking, what's going on with you there, where you're feeling so good, and here, look, you're really trying to avoid these emotions. Whatever happened before, you know. The Ten of Pentacles. You're coming in as the Queen of Wands, and now you get the Ten of Pentacles as the outcome. You're fine, okay? I don't, this is a daily reading. It's just like basically saying, if you just sort of deal with this a little bit, just recognize that this is still there, and don't just pretend that everything's perfectly fine. You really are Ten of Cups, Ten of Pentacles energy, which is perfect. You're if you're Ten of Pentacles, you really and truly, I don't think the problem here is like, oh my God, that you're going to open up this great grief that's going to overwhelm you. Make sure my volume is on, because it is Mercury retrograde. But it's not like that. It's just a little tick or something that you probably haven't recognized. And if you sort of deal with this, then you'll be really solid and moving from a really solid place here, being the Queen of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles. A little some kind of emotional um, speed bump. I think you're going over it there, guys. Thank you. Libras, thank you for joining me. This is the Morning Quickies here, I should say. Tarot, my love, and I'm David. And because we're trying to get in the habit of doing that with each sign when I do the quickies. This for the 3rd of June, and this is Thursday too. I want to mention is Libra Scorpio day. We do the heart spread and the 4 pillars, the single spread. Every Thursday for those 2 signs. Here we go. This is you with the 8 of Wands. Fantastic energy, Libra, coming at somebody with a lot of fire. Yeah, it could be long distance. I always say it's hard for me to understand with the 8 of Wands how that's long distance, but it sure shit is. I've seen it myself over and over and over and over and over. Isn't it odd? That they always depict them. They're going off like ICBMs that are going at that trajectory to go long distance, and they always depict them kind of moving over some remote piece of land too. So that's maybe why you get that feeling of like distance, but it's distance, really wanting to be bridged with, and now with the electronics, it makes it easier because you can video chat at least, and whatever sexual things can happen there, it's so unsatisfying to me. It's like I really don't even want to. But yeah, it's like somebody at a distance, but man, you're on fire and you're talking to each other and you're probably having a relationship. Now, you're damn well wanting to, man. Now, what's crossing is 5 of Pentacles. This is like this is like literal day. What's crossing you is you don't have enough resources to get to them. This you're reading. I'm gonna go with that. That really makes sense. I could say, oh, you don't feel good about yourself and there's a lack of self-esteem. I don't know. I don't know. I think in today's day and age, maybe there's just not the resources to get to them. This could be real long distance. Somebody across the waters. You're gonna have to take a plane, or they're gonna have to take a plane. I don't know why I see you going to them. But let's see. Ace of Pentacles. This is your advice. This is fantastic advice. This is like saying that this, whatever this is, it's not pie in the sky. It's solid as hell, man. You're turned on. You're on fire for them. You want to get to them. You can't right now because of these 5 of Pentacles. But you got an Ace of Pentacles here saying it's solid. And kind of what this saying is reassuring you. It's like, take a deep breath. It might going to take a minute, but you're going to get there. Because if you have any questions about it, Libra, your person's going to wait. They're there for you. They're solid. If you go to meet them and they pick you up across the waters at the airport next month or 6 months from now, they're going to be there. That's what this is saying. It's a reassurance for you. And the High Priestess. Couple things. You have the mirror. So you're drawing in someone. They could have Pisces energy, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus in them. Also, you're the mirror. There's a connection between you that defies words. I can't even talk right now. It's a psychic connection. You wake up and you text them about your dream, and they say, "Oh my God, I've had the same dream," or they text when you're thinking of them, and vice versa, and you feel this deep, deep. I'm feeling it now, deep connection here, and so a great reassurance for you. I feel reassurance. It's like reassure Libra. Okay, you're fire, and you can't get there right now. They're gonna be there, and anyway, you guys are connected anywhere in the world because your hearts are connected, your souls are connected. You know this, Libra. Thank you, guys. Scorpio. Here we are. Tarotmylove. I'm David. This is the 3rd of June. Doing the morning quickies here on the beach. I think somebody's building a beach house nearby. We'll see if we can get through that. It's an amazing place here on the Gulf Coast of the Yucatan Peninsula. So let's get down to it. This is you, Scorpio, 3 of Wands. You're looking, that's joining the dating site. And I want to say, I may have mentioned or not that the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for energy. And also, this is Thursday, so this is Libra Scorpio day. You should know I'll do the heart spread. This kind of a couples who's on your mind reading. And I do the 4 pillars, which is a totally single reading. You might want to check those out because the 4 pillars, particularly, I call the dating site reading. You know, I might have to start tagging it like dating site reading. Remember that, Dave. Okay? Remember, Dave, dating site reading. Because really, that's kind of how I thought about it. I want to create a reading for singles. So, anyway, Scorpio, I diverged from your reading because, anyway, you came up with the 301. So, you're the one interested in dating sites. I've said this before, like 70 or 80% of relationships come from online dating sites. Nobody wants to talk about it. Somebody's on there looking. You're looking. Dating site or not, you're looking. Here's what's crossing you, man. 7 of Swords. It's a literal day. So you're joining a dating site. You don't want someone to see you doing it. I swear to God, I know someone's going, oh shit, he got me. Yeah. You don't want someone to see you joining the dating site. Yeah. You don't want someone to know that you're looking. You're looking and you're probably with someone you don't want to know you're looking. Now, this is your advice from Spirit, and that's to hit it head on with the 9 of Wands, and give it everything you got. And these are also actions here. And I kind of think, like, with your crossing being the 7 of Swords, really, the 9 of Wands, I mean, look, his battle hardened and stuff. I think this is about being direct. Fire signs are direct. And that's kind of what this is. It's action, and it's kind of like you're going to show by your actions here where you're going. We'll see what the outcome here is. But you're going to have to leave this energy of deceit and uh, hiding something. And this is really bringing it out in the open. This is going from like 0 to 100 in a second here. Maybe by simply telling someone, I'm sorry, but I'm seeing other people. I mean, it's kind of like literal day. And then after that, it's like you're off like a banshee magician. So you're going to be looking for someone coming in that's a Gemini. I'm going to tell you right now, there's someone that's manifesting you. If someone comes in and they say, I'm a manifester, I do manifestation, and they say to you, oh my God, you're my soulmate, and you're exactly what I was looking for. You're the height, you're the personality, if you're like me, you would say you're the synastry aspect that I was looking for. Oh my God. And that's going to be the one. That's your outcome. So you're going to find what you're looking for. You just got to get over the speed bump and just, fuck it, don't hide it. Just don't, it's like 7 of Swords. Don't hide it, flaunt it. That's what that means. Seriously, Scorpio, I like that. Don't hide it, flaunt it. And remember the dating site read. Okay, remember that. Scorpio, thank you guys. Sagittarius, thanks for joining me. It's Tarotmylove. I'm David. I got to be full admission. I'm a Sag Sun, Jupiter, Mercury, and Mars. So this is for June 3rd. We're doing your quickie read, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, Sag. This is Six of Pentacles here. Okay. Um, Good energy come in with, I think. It's the only thing about this is if you're in the Six of Pentacles energy, you could be focusing on equality and focusing on reciprocity, which can indicate that that has either been an issue in the past or an ongoing issue for you or something. Because this is your energy in around relationships, and you maybe kind of focus a little bit too much on whether it's equal or not. And that would just indicate that somehow that's an issue to you in the relationship. So why you're focusing on it at all? Just clarify that with the Three of Wands. Wow. Huh. You're focusing on it a lot, and to the point where you're definitely feeling you're not being reciprocated. That's what it is. But maybe you're somehow not wanting to deal with it. You know, because like a feeling of just sitting in that energy of kind of not really feeling reciprocated, but not really focusing on it, even to the point of really put your mind on it, the nuts and bolts of it. How is it so? Probably not any kind of discussion with the partner, and you're already thinking like you just want out of this. Typical Sag. Crossing you is the sun. This is really powerful. The sun is here is reversed. Dear God, help us. This is a terrible time for the sun to be reversed. Right here between the 26th, the eclipse of the moon, and the 10th here, the eclipse of the sun. Boy, all of our intentions and everything. It's like such a powerful time. And this could be a feeling that you're in darkness, a dark night of the soul. If you really don't want to be, that's what I'm trying to say. I don't want to be negative right now, but and it could be like a really full on self negation. It's like your sun just sets and is gone. I'd like an eclipse. It's like imagine our ancestors and they're looking at the sky and the sun just disappears and everything goes dark in the middle of the day. And nobody's ever seen this before, maybe. And we only lived like for 30 years to start with. And so they're like, "Oh my God!" Imagine the how what it would portend. But yeah, it's like really concerning here. No wonder you want to walk away. It's like, but you're kind of stuck. Six of Pentacles, you're stuck. You can't walk away. You want to walk away, you can't walk away because it's maybe so fucking dark you can't even see. It's like if it's pitch. You ever been in pitch black, like in a cave? That's just to sit there. I mean, you can't see it. You got to crawl away if you do anything. Wow. The universe is coming in with another major arcana. This is your advice, justice. Okay. Holy shit. This could be a divorce. Your advice is you need to get divorced. You need to settle a divorce. You need to get a divorce behind you. You need to separate in some way from a long-term committed relationship in a way that would feel like a divorce. I used the term natural marriage because when I first heard that, I was like, oh my God, that's so perfect. It's like you don't have to be married. You feel like you're married to someone. It's the same, to me, it's the same thing. Um, but with the universe giving this as advice, it's like you need justice. You don't feel like you're being reciprocated to the point where you can't stand it anymore. You feel like you're just in the dark, like you just are literally in the dark here. There's a lack of energy, a lack of power. The Six of Pentacles here, being stuck. You know, again, that wanting to move but not being able to. And what the spirit is saying is like probably any friend would say, it's like, dear God, man, please get out of that. You don't deserve this. You don't need this. You deserve better. You need to bring justice to the situation in some way. So really, this is what I'm asking. What is the way to bring justice? Work. You're going to work your way out of this, Sagittarius. The best fucking way to do it. Six of Pentacles becomes Eight of Pentacles. That's how this ends. Six of Pentacles becomes Eight of Pentacles. You want to get away? Well, you can get away. And you can make it just by working. Whatever that means to you. It's going to take work. This is something that's not going to be accomplished through. I almost put it in there. I swear to God. That's why I got a deck that's like 10 times smaller than my normal deck to clarify. But anyway, yes. Yeah. Um, you can work your way out of it. It's like you know, it's just going to take some time. I'd see a period of like 8 months with the Eight of Pentacles, where you're going to work your way out of this in some way. And what that means, you know, facing it head on, dealing with it, coins, being practical, this kind of thing. There's not running around in your head, not being over emotional, dealing with it. And thank you guys. And wow, Capricorns. I'm David. This is Tarotmylove. Thank you for joining me for the morning quickies here, a special on the beach edition. And it's for the 3rd of June, okay? This is you now. Eight of Cups energy showing up in and around relationships. This is where you're at. Uh, Walking away. You know, it's a little contemplative. You know, maybe you haven't walked away yet. Maybe you're in the energy of thinking about walking away. Emotionally, like you've just had it. It's emotional. It's like I've just had it emotionally, you know? Being unfulfilled, walking on eggshells, being breadcrumbed, whatever's going on and puts you in the Eight of Cups energy is when usually it's eight. So, you know, you've kind of put up with something and put up with something, and then emotionally it gets to where, you know, when you're in Eight of Cups energy, you just sit in it. Eventually, it's going to get physically sick. It's like inevitable. Hanged Man. This is what's challenging you. You're sitting in it. As I'm saying it, I pull the Hanged Man. You know, it's going to make you sick. You can't sit in it. So here's the thing. Practically speaking, reach out. You know, you got to have friends nowadays. If you don't have friends physically, if you do, I mean, it's time to reach out. We isolate when we get like this, and that's how we get in the Hanged Man. When someone comes in, particularly if they're friends and really care about you, I mean, they're going to give you a different perspective, you know, that you're trying to get, but you can't get it just by hanging out with yourself and sitting in this energy, you know, um, where you just emotionally feel like overwhelmed and you want to leave. So if you're not moving away, it sure does indicate it. That's the problem. You need to be moving away. In the Hermit, wow. Okay, I get this. I totally get this, Capricorns. This makes a lot of sense. Okay, I see the Hangman and the Hermit kind of go together. Okay, but now the Hangman is your problem. It's like you're not seeing this from a different perspective. Now, the Eight of Cups, and I was talking about just sitting this energy and it being very unhealthy. This is healthy. The Virgo card, and you know, it could speak to Virgo in your chart here, Capricorn. But really, it's about going inside. This is just being upset, and you're probably thinking about the person, all the terrible things, and you're just like, I can't take it anymore, can't take it anymore. And this is really looking at, you know, what's going on with me? Why am I doing this? How did we meet and what's the pattern here, and looking at you, every sentence starts with I me. It's not selfish, it's like you're really understanding yourself. So um, it's advising you very strongly to move into this energy of introspection and of honest introspection. And it's really a high purpose, it's a high vibing card. You're going to raise your vibration, and because you're going to stop looking at it like a little bit like the Jerry Springer thing, and pull out of that and look at it like Dr. Phil. Wow, I just really make that analogy. I don't even watch TV. I pulled that out of my ass, but that actually works, you know. Not that I love Dr. Phil, but it's a long ways from the Jerry Springer. So it really brings all of that up to a different vibrational level, and it changes it from hurting you, maybe hurting your body, to helping you and empowering you, and making your body healthier and stronger, right? I think. A Knight of Cups, and this is your outcome. And I think this is a person, they're looking away from the reading. And so this is a future person, a water sign, going to be Cancer or Scorpio or Pisces person, Capricorns. And I think they're there for you. But you're going to go through a period of time here where you're going to have to start looking at yourself. It may not be that long. This could be simply just watching this reading and going, you know, wow, he's right. And you do it. And then you realize, I think, that there's this water person here all along. This is not the one you're trying to walk away from, you know, and maybe this looks to me like a mature person, um, because they're a knight. Normally they'd be taking actions, but they're looking the other way. I get the feeling this is someone, I like this person because they're not rushing in. They get things. They must be a high vibing person. You're trying to vibe higher here, and you want to connect with a high vibing person. And so there's someone that gets it, and they're like, I'm going to let them do their hermit thing because I get it. That's a necessary part of our soul's growth. But when their hermit thing is over, like, I'm here because I really am interested in them. I want to bring them my cup of love. Right on, Capricorn. I like that reading. Thank you, Spirit. We're on it today, guys. Speaking about being on it, Aquarius, here we are. This is the Morning Quickies. It's Tarotmylove. I'm David. And we're doing this for the 3rd of June here. And I want to point out, too, that today is Libra Scorpio Day, okay, being Thursday. Um, and tomorrow will be Sag Capricorn Day. And Saturday is always going to be Aquarius and Pisces Day. So this is you showing up. On your mind in terms of love and relationship, or where you're at, is you're in the process probably of building a long-term solid relationship or a marriage. It could be in that, but I kind of like to read that as actions and kind of read that way. There's a dynamic energy to it, but it's a really nice energy to have here. I think it's definitely what's on your mind is the right thing. If someone was manifesting, this is a solid energy to if you want a long-term marriage or a long-term committed relationship. This solid energy to have. What's crossing you is the world. Wow, the world. So let's look at this like you're in this energy of wanting to build this long-term committed relationship. And then you have the world basically reversed is the problem here. Um, there's a next level issue somehow. It's like I always think too. It's not that being a couple is better than being single. It's different. If you go to get divorced, you go the other way. It's you level. You go to a different level. You go from being in a couple to a different world of being in the single world. And so I think this being crossing, this could be like what's going on. One or both of you is having issues about stepping into this new role that's part of a long-term committed relationship or marriage. So one or both of you is a bachelor. I gotta think it's your other person because this is the crossing energy, and it looks to me like you are all about building a long-term committed relationship or a marriage. So they would have to be the ones then who are in this energy of kind of dragging their feet a little bit or showing some cold feet somehow. And that's blocking your building of that. You can't do it alone. There are people that do it. We call them weirdos. They marry themselves, but no. Uh, so this is your advice to Hierophant. Your advice is to get married. Holy shit. Um, clarify that. 7 of Cups. I'm clarifying the Hierophant in terms of marriage. It's like if your advice is to get married. I've been very literal readings today, so I kind of love it. The world here is a little subtle, but it's pretty straightforward. Um, but it speaks to about this person. I think your person. I think they really have cold feet. And with the Hierophant being your advice, guys, I gotta think it's okay. They're basically giving you the green light to lock this up, But I think it's like just understand really that your person there's nothing specific. They don't have another person. It's just they're having issues. It's a huge life change to go from being single to being married. Maybe someone's never done this before. Maybe they've never been in a serious committed relationship before. This person here. And so they're just a little fuzzy on it. There could involve here a 7-month period of like, maybe there's going to be this fuzziness, but I'm getting here that you are going to have a marriage. Fucking invite me. Probably won't go, but I want to be invited to a marriage from someone I do a reading for. Is that so much to ask? Okay, Aquarius, outcome, transformation. This is why it's going to take 7 months. Your person probably right now, they're in the process of wrapping their mind around this. I think you can help this whole process of them wrapping their mind around this and changing so that they can go into this new level and be a married person. And I think you can help it by just giving them some support and really trying to vibe high and hold space for them and have trust that they're coming around if they're not completely showing the enthusiasm. Classic thing, you could be the woman, you're like, oh my god, look, these are our napkins, and they're like, uh-huh, 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 And it means the world to you. I spent hours picking out these napkins. You don't even give a damn. No, he probably really doesn't. It's called being a guy. It's genetic. We can't help it. Most of us just don't give a shit about napkins, marriage or otherwise. It's a problem we have with our genetic structure. Thank you guys, Pisces. Thanks for joining me. This is the Morning Quickies. It's Tarotmylove. I'm David, and we're doing this for the 3rd of June here. This is going to be you showing up in and around relationships where your energy is right now. Knight of Swords. Look at how determined that knight is too. It's like, yeah, coming right at you, man. Um, so you're coming in fast and hard for someone. It's a love relationship. This is your energy. This is you taking the initiative. This is you hitting them up. This is you hitting up the barista at Starbucks. I don't know why I always go to the barista at Starbucks. We don't really have Mexico. There are Starbucks, not where I am. Thank God. It's kind of why where I am. But I kind of missed of all the glories of civilization and the city at Starbucks. I gotta admit, kind of missed that a little bit. Okay, but you're rushing in there, whether it's the barista or someone else, man. You ain't playing games. And now 2 of Swords, it can't be you. Can't be you. So what's crossing you is your other person. Okay, they can't make up their mind. It's like you. It's like you're like you probably said to them, "That's okay. I can make up both of our minds for us. It's not a problem." I think. That's what's crossing you. They're just like, I don't know. I just don't know. That gotta be frustrating as hell for Knight of Swords, man. And the Nine of Pentacles. Now, this is your advice from Spirit. That's got like a stop sign to a Knight of Swords. This Nine of Pentacles here being the advice. No, Pisces. Let's see. Wow. And you get the Ace of Cups. I'm kind of clarifying the Nine of Pentacles. So clarifying with the Klimt art deck here, the Nine of Pentacles. Now the Ace of Cups. Um, I think it's like you're going to get what you want, this Ace of Cups, by playing it cool. I don't really like this kind of way of doing things on Venus and Scorpio because, it's impossible for me to play it cool. And I'm a Sag, so good luck with that. But it's kind of advising, like if this person doesn't know what they're doing, it's like instead of bum rushing them really and kind of beating them up, trying to beat it out of them, it's like step back into your power and do your thing and be the happy bachelor and probably you are saying you are capable, take care of yourself, there's no hurry, you're okay, you know but now clarifying that, with your Ace of Cups, it's like basically saying that's the way to give your cup to this person. Maybe, and this is kind of Pisces too. I've had this thing like, you sort of got to go in and then you got to go away and then you got to decide if you're going to go back, and then it's like that second time that's the one that gets you. If Pisces classic, the bird, you let them go, and if that bird comes back, then you got them. But a lot of times they don't come back. So this is you kind of giving that kind of Pisces energy to this person. Maybe they're another Pisces. I don't know. And you're going to give them some space here. Not ghost them or something, but hold space for them. Nine of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups, hold space for this person because they don't know right now. And you're really interested in. I don't know if this is going to be easy. Like I say, it's like you're rushing in Knight of Swords, and there's some fucker there with a little stop sign. You're, what the hell? What do you mean stop? I don't want to stop. There's something you're not seeing. Yeah, it's going to be, I don't know if you're relating to this reading, and I'm going to say maybe it's not bad reading, but I don't know if you're going to get it. Because Knight of Swords just doesn't want to hear it. If someone stepped out with a stop sign, they're probably going to just get trampled. They're going to keep going, and this is something you're not seeing here. So this, what you're not seeing is something about you. It's something emotional. It has to do with some pattern or some aspect of something. And this may be what's hanging them up. Maybe speaking, they may actually be in this Two of Swords energy in response to something about you. And it's something that you don't see, right? It's something you don't see. And it might be something along the lines of, moving too fast, being kind of desperate, being too aggressive, being selfish, being too assertive, something like that. And because your advice is here to go back in this Nine of Cups, Nine of Pentacles, and Ace of Cups, and be more reserved and take care of yourself. And so, if that's your advice, it's like that might be what sort of unlocks them, and that might be speaking to what it is you're not seeing. If you want to listen to that, right? Um, this sort of hastiness or demandingness or something, and sort of by being more self-contained, I guess is the way to put it, and maybe less needy, less demanding, it allows this person to open up here over a period of time, Pisces. So I like that for a reading, and thank you guys for joining me. I appreciate your likes, thumbs ups, love the comments, anything's helpful. Thank you guys, and we'll see you for the quickies tomorrow morning.